What's up, guys? StraightUp MTG here, and today I got my computer working. I actually got a USB, which I'm just going to use for all my YouTube stuff, and it's 8 gigs, so that'll be great to put all my stuff onto there. And I'm doing deck tech again through Cockatrice, that they might want to play with me on online gaming sites. And yeah, I'd love to do that. Just leave a comment or direct message or email, any way you'd like, and I will see if we can work out a time to play any format you'd like. I can even build the deck if you're trying to test your matchup, say against Abzan aggro, and I'll build an Abzan aggro deck so you can play your deck against Abzan aggro. So yeah, today we're doing a EDH deck tech, mono blue devotion. This has kind of been a deck that's returned. This card, Shore Crasher Elemental, is a great new addition. Yeah, and it's kind of like an aggro devotion sort of theme. But yeah, it's got some good cards, looks pretty fun to play. And as I usually do, I'm going to do a gameplay that goes along with it. So, 21 islands as our basics. 2 Nykthos, obviously a devotion deck. You get the Nykthos in there. 1 Biden of Thassa to draw cards, and second ability is not very relevant, but drawing cards is always fun. Especially when you're an aggro deck, you need to keep the card draw at 4 mana to consistently draw cards almost every turn. This is a great addition. Hall of Triumph. Give all our blue creatures +1/+1. This is really a big help with the elementals. With Master Waves is good. And all our small little creatures, Omen Speaker, Hypnotic Siren, Guttle Lurker. This is just a great card, just like in Mono Red. It gives all the little creatures an extra edge. Guttle Lurker can't be blocked, pretty much like Triton Shorestalker, but it has Megamorph for 1 blue. So pretty much we're just looking for the 1 mana 1/1 that can't be blocked, although Megamorph sometimes can be useful. 4 mana for a 2/2 just to do all that interaction and stuff. Doesn't seem, to me at least, like what I'd be wanting to put my mana into that early on in the game. Hypnotic Siren, 1/1 flying is good. The Bestow, though, is good in the late game if they have a huge fatty and you don't really know have a way to deal with it. You can take it over, actually, with this card, which is very good, especially in a mana flood. This card can be good. Master Waves, mono blue devotion star in old season. Just puts out a ton of elementals and protection from red. And when you get multiples, all your elementals can get +2/+2, and it just gets crazy really fast. 4 Omen Speaker to scry, and that's pretty much it. You get the 1/3, you can block mono red creatures, but scrying 2 is good. I actually used to play this in an old Esper deck in Theros Standard, but probably not the best edition that I ever made, but it was useful. Shore Crasher Elemental, mainly looking for the 3/3 for 3 blue. I'm actually not too familiar with what this card actually does, but I know the 3 blue and the mana cost is really great. Yeah, and it gives itself protection. You can exile, turn it face down, and you can move around its power and toughness to mold to whatever situation you're in. Stratus Dancer, flying with the Megamorph. The 2/1 flyer for 2 is pretty decent. Thassa, I mean, you're obviously going to have some gods in there when you are playing a devotion deck, especially in a mono devotion deck. Yeah, when it becomes a creature, it's insane. And at the beginning of your upkeep, Scry 1 is very good. With the Biden of Thassa, when you make some of your guys unblockable, you automatically get to draw a card. So Thassa is obviously very good in this deck. Triton Shorestalker can't be blocked. 1/1 for 1 blue. Singing Bellstrike. Now this card is good, very good. So when it enters tap enchanted creature and it doesn't untap during its controller's untap step, and they can pay 6 to untap the creature. So pretty much it's just saying you can't attack with that guy unless you pay 6 every turn. So it's a huge deficit to your opponent, and can be really difficult to play against. Sometimes you almost hope that they pay the 6 every turn because they're getting nowhere else in their board. Then the 2 dissolve just to counter target spell, get rid of anything very early, and scry 1. Sideboard, we have one more Biden of Thassa. If we're needing to draw cards, if they have a lot of discard spells, if they're killing off all our stuff, we need to get some extra card draw, and this will help with that. Hall of Triumph, if we're not hitting Hall consistency and we need to against decks that run like Drown in Sorrow and stuff like that, we need Hall of Triumph. Just sign an extra 1. 2 Wall of Frost against this guy can come in and either make sure they don't block or they have to wait 2 turns every time to attack. And then when they do, it's pretty much just a constant delay that never ends. And this was my choice. I put Military Intelligence in here. It can be good. It's kind of like a mini Biden of Thassa. Whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, draw a card. So, especially if you're needing even more card draw than just Biden, it can be good. But yeah, 2 or more creatures, it's just pretty much drawing an extra card every turn for only 2 mana, which is pretty good. Pin to the Earth, just for some extra removal. Against smaller creatures, it's good. And bigger creatures, for that matter. 2 Anticipate. I actually really like this card. Look at the top 3, put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. This is just great card advantage, especially when you need it. When you're constantly... This is good when you're getting flooded. This can actually come in handy. Obviously, you can't predict getting flooded, but especially just like with the others, when you need more card advantage, this is a great card. Disdainful Stroke, when you're playing against bigger decks. This counters Siege Rhino, Whisperwood Elemental, and a lot of other stuff that's 4 or greater. It'll counter Narset. I know she's not the hugest in Standard right now, but Mono Red is big in Standard right now, so 4 or greater is definitely not a main board card like it used to be back in a Con Standard. 2 Negate, counter target non-creature spell against Mono Red can be good. And that's it, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.